Hello, and welcome to the New Voices in American Literature course. I'm just going to make a short video. I'm going to put it here when I'm done, just to kind of get everybody started and to give you a little bit of context about the class. So first things first, when you get to the site, you're going to want to note that my office hours this semester are 1 to 2 on Mondays and Wednesdays, 2:30 to 3:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can also sign up online here for the office hours, and these are the books that we're going to be reading this semester. So hopefully you have procured copies, and this is the order that we're going to read them in. Kindred, then Otsuka's book, and then Jhumpa Lahiri's book, and finally you're going to be reading some short stories from Junot Diaz. So let's just go through. When you get to the class, you want to go to content, and it should start you off, I think, at overview or at the beginning. Wherever you leave off is where it takes you back to. You're going to want to note that there's the Ask Your Professor forum, and that's really good if you have any questions that you think the entire class would benefit from. And of course, the syllabus is incorrect here. So let's see. Let me pull up my version of the syllabus. Oh my God. Here we go. So this is what's going to be there eventually. And let's see. You're going to want to read the syllabus carefully for our next class before you get started. But the idea is that this class is largely invested in asking questions about how American literature has changed over the last 40 years, especially with the waves of immigrants in the country. So the class is really going to focus on discussions of race at the beginning with Jhumpa Lahiri's, with Octavia Butler's and Julia Otsuka's books. And then we're going to be discussing issues of identity, largely immigrant identity, and the mixing of identities with the last two books. The class is going to have mainly discussion board forums. There's going to be some reading quizzes once a week, short, 10 question quizzes that are just about having done the reading. Couple of essays, and I think I've updated the essay assignments now for this class. But yeah, you're going to be choosing a topic from several. And the first assignment that you're going to do, and then it's going to be a final exam. The first assignment you're going to do is a plagiarism assignment. If you've taken my class before and you have this, that's fine. Just go back and reread it and make sure that it's correct and up to date. But you'll be posting that to the Dropbox. I'll show you in a second how. Definitely, if you've not already done this, read the official academic honesty policy. Basically, what I'm asking you to think about in this class is that you need to be doing your own work. You should not be going to websites and reading what other people are saying about these texts. And you should definitely not be quoting or citing what other people say about these texts. Instead, you should be providing your own thoughts and ideas with regard to the text. Do you know your rights and responsibilities with regard to plagiarism? It's a topic that I bring up very frequently. Oh my God, where did it go? Okay. So basically, the way that this class works is that on Mondays, typically, except for the first week, you're going to be doing the first main reading and posting your work, and then you're going to be responding to each other by Wednesday. And then you're going to repeat that process from Thursday to Saturday, where you're going to be posting your initial response, your reading response on Thursday, and replying to peers by Saturday. And for all the work in the class, the focus is on analyzing the text. So you're going to want to quote and analyze specific passages from the text that we'll be reading. if you are coming from to the class from a different time zone, please do be very careful with due dates and times. All right, so you'll note that I'll be commenting on your work, and the way that that works is that if you do not go back and read the comments, I'm going to stop commenting on your work. But mainly, what you should be thinking about is how you can use the comments that I give to you on your short assignments to prepare for the longer papers. And definitely your discussion with people in class is very important. So you'll start by, replying to two peers, about 100 to 150 words, just answering their questions that they ask for, at the end of their posts, and starting a conversation that you'll keep going back to. So you're going to be posting, an answer, and then they get back to you, and then you get back to them through either the Wednesday or the Saturday deadline. So it's important that you just be checking in and writing a little bit every day. The papers are outlined. The guideline going to be up on D2L, and in the final exam, I'll have a review guide, and it's going to be comprehensive. So D2L does not accept pages documents. You can't open anything with pages. So either Google Drive it, Google Doc it, and convert it, or do what you got to do in order to PDF. Give me a document that I can open. And when you email me, email me respectfully, please, and let me know what class you're in. I have a lot of students this semester, every semester, and so you need to give me some context, and definitely tell me what you're specifically having trouble with. Don't assume that I understand. Okay, let's get to it. You'll note that you're going to be watching this video, and then you're going to be posting the plagiarism assignment and a short self-introduction to the D2L. And note that the day it's due this coming Wednesday is the day that it's posted. Okay, so then for Thursday, you're going to be reading the first little chunk of the novel and an article from Zora Neale Hurston, and you're going to be posting your response to the Dropbox and to the discussion board. So that's the weird thing. You need to post your little essay both to the Dropbox and to the discussion board. And you're going to do that for every single assignment except for the papers. So all of these reading responses and forum responses, actually all of the reading responses are going to go both to the Dropbox and to the discussion board. Okay, so let's look at what that looks like. When you get to the class, you'll note that it's broken up into weeks. I have it at your view, and I'm going to be piecemealing out the information in the class so that people aren't getting too far ahead. But you'll find a lot of the same information from the syllabus on the actual weeks. And, what you'll need to do is you'll need to click on the assignments. Often actually, in the discussion board assignments, you'll find the assignment inside the Dropbox. So you actually have to click. And then I've also given you a starter document. Everything's going to be turned in with MLA formatting except for the forum responses. And so you definitely want to open up these Word docs that I've given to you. I'll see about putting up PDF ones too, because I've heard that some people, just prefer to see it through it. You don't have Microsoft Word or something. This looks fairly up to date. So basically, I just start off your MLA formatting, and then you go through and you fix it and you make everything black, right? So don't leave anything in red. I leave it in red, I guess, just to remind you that it needs to be changed, etc. So you can just actually use this. Just make sure that you update the date that you accessed it, and then pretty much throughout the semester, you're going to be able to find those little starter docs in the actual assignments. So basically that's it. Like you go to the week, you find the actual assignment, you see it's due, there's going to be a quiz coming up. And then, you click on the assignment. I haven't actually updated some of these. So I'm going to make sure that these are correct. But you'll see how I put it in the the PDF and in the Word doc. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I'll post another video shortly that is more about the content, but this is just a starter video. Do email me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to working together this semester. All right, good luck. Bye.